YouTube, I'm bringing y'all another reaction, man. And we're going to be reacting to the EDP document. EDP. We still talking about EDP in the big 2026 for some odd reason. You know what I'm saying? But let's check him out.
A flying elbow drop that no one was expecting. Fresh off the
Flying
battle
elbow.
bus, he deployed a cinematic experience that really kind of took the internet by storm. A professional, extraordinary documentary on Boogie 2988. And since then, it'd been radio silence. But there were some whispers and some information floating around about his next project that he was hard at work on, a documentary covering EDP 445, Eat That Pussy 445. And now it's here. Well, the trailer is. He just dropped the trailer for it, The Sick Mind of EDP, and the full documentary is scheduled for August 9th. And I'm
like
gonna
a fat
spill
bowling
the
ball in
beans
the
here.
dark.
Cat's out of the bag. I've seen the whole thing. Not only have I seen the entirety of the documentary, I've even seen the fucking Snyder Cut version of it, of things that didn't make it. It is legitimately unbelievable. And to be clear, this isn't a documentary that just aims to slopify a criminal, which EDP is. And he openly admits to, I think it was like close to 20 crimes throughout the entirety of the documentary. It might have been more. He himself openly admits to tons of crimes. And the documentary isn't just like a piece of entertainment to point and laugh at EDP. It tells the whole story and showcases the dangerously delusional, violent predator that he is, and brings in like professionals to also talk about it as well. It's not just like this, you know, goofy piece or anything. It is covering a genuinely dangerous, evil person. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised for renewed interest from the authorities after this documentary comes to light here, because I'm not kidding or exaggerating. He brazenly admits to so many crimes, confirming his intent behind so many things in regards to children. Like, I don't know how these things could just be ignored by authorities when he himself is just fucking bragging about it and going into detail on all of it. So that way there's no confusion or guesswork or anything.
Yeah, I don't understand how they convict somebody of a crime, especially when it has something to do with children, and then they just get a slap on the wrist and then they're out within a year or two. Like, EDP, if I'm not mistaken, he got caught twice of what I know of. Now, y'all might know more, but honestly, he probably should be doing like 10 years or at least 5. Like, y'all let him right back out.
There's even a section where Mike talks to like a lawyer about all of this and like, hey, what would you say to EDP? And immediately he says, stop doing the documentary, shut the fuck up.
So what advice would I give to EDP 445? You need to stop doing this documentary.
That's a piece of it, but he was expressing confusion that he would even agree to do this because he is just outwardly admitting to all of these crimes, remorse with no remorse, like even just casually talking about his crimes and like his intent and everything. It is shocking, like genuinely, like I'm not using that as like a buzzword. It was shocking to watch this. And Mike Klum financed this entire thing out of his own pocket for the better part of 2 years. And the quality here, it's indistinguishable from like the biggest budget documentaries that you'll find, like Netflix documentaries. It's an incredible work here. Like, this is his magnum opus. Like, this was a 2.5 year-ish project, and the work that went into it, man, the thousands of hours, it shows. I really wouldn't be surprised if EDP does end up in handcuffs after this premieres. Like, I know that's probably like really, you know, over the top to even think something like that's a possibility. No, it's not. But when you watch this documentary, you'll see what I mean. He openly talks about his crimes that he got away with, and the documentary doesn't pull any punches or shy away from it. Mike Klum shows you all of it, and EDP himself doesn't shy away from it. He admits to all of it numerous times. Some crimes I didn't even know he'd committed, he talks about. I just don't know how the local law enforcement would plug their ears and shield their eyes to it. Like, he openly brags about it. You'll always remember this as the day you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow, and he just keeps going on and on and on about all of these crimes. Like, he's not a ghost, he's not fucking D.B. Cooper, he is proudly talking about it, bragging about it. So, like, to me, it feels like there should be like a subsequent investigation from the local law enforcement at the very least to look into EDP here about all of this shit that is documented and that he talks about as well. But I also really appreciate that Mike Klum is using this documentary to benefit victims of sexual violence. The money that is being raised through this documentary is going directly to RAIN, which is a charity to help victims of sexual violence, which I thought was just such a nice gesture. I think that's just extraordinary. So Mike Klum spent 2.5 years on this, financed out of his own pocket to deliver this masterpiece documentary here, and the money is helping people that could really benefit from it. RAIN is a great charity, and I think that's just super nice. Anyway, though, I've been yapping a lot about it. Let me show you a little bit more of the trailer here. I highly recommend you go check out the whole thing. He has the premiere scheduled if you want to, save a tab for it so you don't miss it.
Fucking a bitch's innocence away,
What?
Fucking a bitch's innocence away,
What the fuck? This fat bowling ball ass nigga, bro. So he just did a whole document incriminating himself. If he doesn't go to jail, I mean, like, I don't know. That's fucking crazy.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already fucking clear.
What?
I have to interject here. I can't resist. It's like an itch I have to scratch because I now that I can yap about it, it's hard not to yap about it because the things EDP says and does throughout this documentary are incomprehensible. I do not think any of you are, you couldn't even fathom like what is in the documentary here. So like that little clip right there where he says verbatim the reason why he wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is pretty fucking clear. He says shit like that throughout the documentary numerous times with no shame whatsoever. He is just openly talking about it. Like, just openly talking about it. And he, like, the things he agrees to do.
Well, then he should openly go to fucking jail. If he can openly talk about, yo. Bro, if he can openly do that, bro, he should openly go to fucking jail, gang. Like, it just doesn't get any, like, more clearer than that, bro. Like, I feel like if this documentary drops and he's not in jail within 1 to 3 months, because I feel like everybody got to catch on to it. Like, that's fucking insane, bro. He's openly talking about crimes, bro. Like, self-snitching.
Like, the shots of him in the orange jumpsuit behind bars and stuff like that. He just actually wanted to do all that. Like, there's a scene in here as well where they're outside of, like, a real prison with him in the jumpsuit. There's a scene where he digs his own grave. Like, it really is a fucking sick mind. Like,
yeah, it is. And I just wonder what, like, where was he going with this? Like, what was the goal here? Like, acceptance?
Yes, it is, like, become a source of like goofs and gags to like point and laugh at EDP, but it's important to remember like he actually is like a dangerous man. Like he actually is like a fucking filthy degenerate man who is a very not safe person to be around.
Yeah, he's
and
not.
There are so many things in this documentary that make that abundantly clear. Now, in the version that we saw when Mike brought it to us at the farm, it was the raw version, and it couldn't exist on YouTube in that form. So I have no doubt that it's gone through some changes so that way it can stay on the platform. But in the version that we watched, even off rip, like one of the first scenes is Mike and EDP are in a car, EDP's driving, they stop, and then there's some kids outside on the sidewalk nearby because there's a school, and just totally unprompted, out of nowhere, EDP just starts talking really creepily about those children. Like, this is a dangerous predator. And there are multiple instances where he just goes on these fucking monologues, like these sexual fueled monologues about like some unhinged gross shit. Another thing that becomes very clear in the documentary is his infatuation with the idea of violence. He talks multiple times, a lot really, about how close he is to killing people, like the people he wants to murder. He is glued to the idea of violence. Like, this is an unstable, evil, sick predator.
No,
And something
definitely.
Mike did that I thought was a really good idea is he brings in like professionals
If
to
he talking
talk
like
about
that,
EDP
shit.
as well in the documentary and present through it, like that lawyer you heard from a moment ago. And I think that adds a lot to the overall documentary. He also has like recreations of his childhood using actors and stuff, which was a pretty wild endeavor to go through here, to like actually hire actors for the documentary, which is why he's calling it a cinematic experience there, because it is like a cinematic experience going through like his history, but it is one that is aiming to tell the story of this dangerous man who has got away with unthinkable shit. And I'm hopeful that this will lead to at least some kind of reinvigorated interest in the case of EDP from the authorities. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And at the very least, at least it's benefiting victims of sexual violence through the money that it's raising for RAIN. Anyway, I wanted to yap about this a bit since I saw the trailer went up today. I cannot wait for August 9th for it to drop. Mike Klum really did outdo himself, man. This is a pretty unbelievable documentary.
Yeah,
That's really about it.
that shit is interesting. Hey, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments.